Next 4 years, if not more, are going to be some very hard years to come for political junkies, progressives in specific, liberals, Democrats, whatever you want to call it, whatever area it is on the left. But we have Obama leaving, just gave his farewell speech, which is a great speaker, right? But fortunately, policy doesn't really match up. We have Trump coming in, of course, January 20th. The days go by and go by and go by and go by, and we're so close to having an orange buffoon who yells at CNN reporters for asking him a fucking question and is literally sucking Putin's dick. So, here's the problem that I see with what is going to happen during the next 4 years. So, Donald Trump, believe it or not, is truly a figurehead. He is not the person who is actually going to ruin America. He is the puppet, he is the figurehead who will be the image that they put there, but you won't know who the real people are who are doing it. And I've said this a few times on the show here. And the people who are actually ruining the country are people like Paul Ryan is doing as much as Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell are practically the main two people in politics who, in relation to power and what they want to do, are truly making life worse for Americans. So, again, we have the repeal of Obamacare coming up. I mean, he's not even in office yet, for Pete's sake, and they're already trying to get started on this process. First of all, let's just think about this. We could have had Bernie Sanders, and now we have Donald Trump. Okay, with that aside, again, Trump's not even in office yet, and they are already trying to repeal Obamacare. Over 22 million people insured on Obamacare that could not otherwise afford health care. We have tax dollars to fund Middle East wars that are not direct threats to our nation. Ask someone in, I don't know, Kansas, whatever you want to say. Is it more important that you have maybe a factory of jobs in America, or healthcare, or any of this, free education, all this type of stuff? Or would you rather have the United States bombing multiple countries in the Middle East? I guarantee 8 times out of 10 you're going to get the help for Americans. So, what else is going to be likely to transcribe? So, the EPA and FDA most likely won't be abolished, although they want to. It will be defunded, most likely. So, what does that mean? Nothing will happen. It'll be there. It just won't have any money to do anything anymore. Climate change is going to keep going south. We're going to keep destroying our environment for kids, grandkids. They don't give a shit. They don't care. The FDA. Fuck, dude, I don't even know what to tell you. Trump says he wants to torture even if it doesn't work. I mean, the list is practically endless at this point, and I'm not sure what else to break to you guys other than these next 4 years are going to be devastating. And if somehow, some way he manages to get reelected, that would be absolutely exponentially worse. That's what it would be. It would be exponentially worse. Let's put it that way. So, the Republicans, again, hold a majority in the House of Representatives, a majority in the Senate. There's a Supreme Court vacancy currently, but if it's Trump and a Congress that has the power to approve and no power to block, that's going to be a Republican too. So there's going to be a Republican majority of Supreme Court justices. That's terrible. Again, we obviously have the executive branch that is Republican. So, what's going to happen? Social issues are just going to regress. They're going to regress massively. Going to have less help for the poor, less social programs, more racist rhetoric throughout society, not necessarily from Trump, but throughout society. And I'm still waiting for the day that Donald Trump decides to put his phone down and stop tweeting.